Imagine trying to save your friend from a wardrobe malfunction and somehow get accused of recruiting lesbians. Am I the asshole for looking at my friend's vag? So there's this woman who has been openly gay since she was a teenager. Most of her friends are completely fine with it, except for this one friend. And you know the type that makes little snide comments whenever the topic of women come up. So the friend group decides to have a pool party. And as they're in the room changing into their swimsuits, the original poster notices that friend, her bathing suit is on, but it has shifted and her whole vagine is hanging out. Now, me personally, if my business was hanging out, I'd want someone to tell me. So the OP did what a normal, decent human would do. She walks over to her quietly to let her know. However, instead of saying thank you and fixing the problem, she spins around and says loudly that the girl, the original poster, is a pervert, asks her why she's looking at her vagine, and calls her creepy. Now, the OP is mortified because she's like, girl, ain't nobody trying to look at your vagine. I'm trying to help you so that everybody else doesn't see your vagine. But okay. However, she decides not to argue and goes to enjoy the party. But later, she's getting messages from all of her friends that are telling her that she was being inappropriate and accusing her of trying to recruit people into lesbianism. It turns out this friend had told everybody at the party a totally different story. She claimed that the original poster was staring at her vagine for several minutes before she decided to say anything, and it was making her uncomfortable. But then, once people started listening to more of the story and comparing both stories, they realized that the girl, what she was saying, wasn't true. And in addition, the original poster clarified that it wasn't just her pubes that were showing, but a literal piece of her vagine was hanging out of her suit. And somehow, while all of this was unfolding, they actually realized that the friend had been causing drama in the friend group and out of the friend group for quite some time online, all the way up into making racist posts online and causing all kinds of drama in the group. And so the story ends. The OP blocked her, the friend group cut ties with her, and the friend lost her whole friend group. So that's what she gets. And so for me, y'all know that's an easy, not the asshole. And just so you know, if my vagine is ever hanging out of my swimsuit, long lip club over here, please tell me immediately. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, what do you guys think?